Hi everyone, this is Ryan Ham, editor of Dental Lab Products magazine. I'm here today once again with Mike Brose, the Vice President of Sales for North America at Core 3D Centers. If you're unfamiliar with Core 3D, they are a digital partner for labs, and they offer a variety of support and education tools for labs to better make sure that they're really getting into the digital revolution that's taking place in labs. Mike, thanks so much for being here today.
That's my pleasure, Ryan. Thanks for having me.
Today we're going to talk with Mike about the third in a three-part webinar series that Core 3D Academy is helping to host. The webinar is going to feature Randy Savanavong, a training expert at Core 3D, and he's actually going to be going through and kind of discussing about why Core 3D can be a real game changer when it comes to partnering with your lab to jump into the digital realm. If you check out the video description below, you can sign up for this free webinar, and throughout the video there will be little banners that will tell you a little bit more information about where you can go to register and get signed up for this great webinar. So Mike, just jumping in, can you just tell everyone what they can expect from this from this specific webinar, and how will it tie into the other two that we've already hosted?
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. The topics we've covered so far, everything really builds upon each other. In our first webinar in the series, we discussed how laboratories can go digital if they need a scanner, and if so, which scanner should they be looking at. The second webinar that we ran was discussing the intraoral scanners and how laboratories can position themselves to be experts in understanding the digital workflow and the capabilities with each scanner. Because again, the laboratories have the relationships with the dentists, and we want the laboratories and our Core 3D laboratory partners to really be experts for their dentists and understand it. The third webinar, the one that we're discussing right now, really kind of ties everything in together. So it does discuss how Core 3D can be a game changer for your laboratory, because as you mentioned, Ryan, the world is going digital, and laboratories need support, and they also need guidance, and they need to have a milling partner that is going to be there to support them every step of the way. So in the webinar, we're going to be discussing our capabilities within Core 3D. Core 3D is the largest global milling network worldwide, and some of the services and support that we can offer them, because it's so much more than getting zirconia copings or abutments or milled bars from a milling center. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the lab industry, and you need a milling partner that's going to be there to support you and also to educate you as well. And that's what we're going to be talking about primarily.
That sounds great. Just in your time at Core 3D, how have you seen them really come alongside labs?
Yeah, it's been a very thrilling past few years. In just a short amount of time, we've again grown to the position in the marketplace that we have. And we've also noticed a lot of other changes. We're seeing a lot of strategic partnerships formed with Core 3D and other companies in the marketplace. We were thrilled to have BioHorizons select Core 3D to be the authorized milling partner for all the customized abutments in North America. We love having the arrangement and being selected by Align Technologies to be the milling partner for the models for the iTero intraoral scanner. As well, the relationships as an authorized Emax milling center by Ivoclar and 3M for Lava. I mean, you name it. It's been a very busy, exciting time here at Core 3D, and we've enjoyed every step of it. But most importantly, we really enjoy hearing the success stories of the laboratories that have partnered with us, and we hope to share some of those at the webinar as well. How partnering with Core 3D has not only been a game changer, as the title suggests, but really it's changed the lives of some of the laboratory owners that we have partnered with, and it's given them back the freedom and not restricted them to being chained to the bench and not having really a life, not being able to go to their daughter's recitals or missing their son's baseball games, things like that. And those are some of the really cool things that we love hearing, and it really excites us.
You mentioned, as you just mentioned, there are a whole bunch of different technologies that you guys are constantly adapting to and really incorporating into the workflow that you're able to offer to labs. How can Core 3D help labs kind of navigate this landscape that is ever changing?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ryan. One that we get all the time. Again, if you look at the changes and the pace of change, really, in the milling solutions out there, it seems everyone and their dog is coming out with a mill, and mills vary obviously in shape and size and cost and output. And for a laboratory to take a look at the milling solutions out there and try and decide, do I get into the milling game, and if so, which system do I buy? Because it really is. An analogy I like is very similar to buying a computer or another piece of technology where you buy it, and if you look at an advertisement in a couple of months or even maybe a couple of weeks, you realize that you've just bought technology that's already dated. So partnering with Core3D is a great opportunity, Ryan, in that a laboratory, again, if they have a scanner, fantastic. If they don't, we work with a lot of laboratories that don't have scanners. But if a laboratory has an open architecture scanner, they really have access to the best in-class milling solutions that we have today. And they're also going to have access to the best in-class milling solutions that we're going to be adding tomorrow as well. Within the Core3D network worldwide, we're approaching $20 million in milling solutions, and we're not afraid to add new technologies that are, again, going to give us the highest level of accuracy and precision, because it's that level of accuracy and precision that allows us to do our best work for the laboratories, and it's also allowed us to get where we are today, again, with the relationships with the manufacturers and the suppliers, and how we support them as well.
Can you just remind everyone how they can register for this webinar and when it is?
Absolutely, Ryan. The webinar itself will be on Wednesday, May 21st at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and there should be a link that the attendees can click on below to register for the webinar. And we hope to see everybody. If you've missed our first two webinars, they are available on demand as well on our website, and we're looking forward to talking to more people on Wednesday, May 21st at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard.